Okay, so start off, you're gonna need something cylinder like this. I'm using a Takis can, and then I went ahead and picked up these small little mini cans from Walmart. And I also have these 4 pieces of candy that I'm gonna be using. So here, I'm just gonna start measuring out how long I want these candies to start falling out from the bottom of the can, and I want them to be just right above the rim of that drink, as you guys can see here, because this is a Christmas candy tree, and you do not want either or to be showing the bottom of the can or the top of the drinks. So now you're just going to be getting a piece of tape, and we're going to go ahead and start taping the candy to the chip can just like this. And I'm just going to continue the same process. And I did go with my recess at the bottom first because they were my fatter, thicker candy packaging that I had. And since this is a tree, you want it to be fuller at the bottom and then thinner towards the top. And to keep all the candy pieces together, you could go ahead and tape them down like you see me do here. And if you don't want to use tape, you could use glue, but I feel like we don't need that here because the candies are not that heavy and a good chunk of tape will work just fine. And this is what my bottom layer is looking like so far. Okay, now for the second row, you want the ending of this first candy to be right above the top layer of our last candy, like you guys can see me doing here. They're just barely overlapping. And for this specific tree that I made, it did take me 4 packs of candy just for the front half. Also, the good thing about using tape over glue is that if you want to respace them, you can, because the tape peels off so easily. And I'm decided not to do the back part of this tree because the person I'm giving this to doesn't really have a sweet tooth, so I don't want to give them that much candy. Now I'm going to work on the last final layer of chocolate. And for this part, you could overlap the 2 middle layers more if you wanted to give it more like a fluffier effect. But I just left mine as is because I thought it looked nice the way I had it. And just make sure you work the tree to how you like it. Okay, now on to my next little DIY here. I did go ahead and pick up 6 lottery tickets. And you are going to want to get the same kind, that we get them all in a row like this, because we're going to be folding it into a gift box. So now this is super easy. We're just going to go ahead and bend the first one and then the second one and then attach the other 2 just like this. And then we're going to cut off these last 2 pieces. Okay, now we're just going to fold the box the way I'm doing it here. And you're going to grab a piece of tape, and we're not going to do it double-sided. You're going to put one side to one end, and then the other side you're going to go ahead and attach it to the other end through the inside, just like this, how I did it here, because you do not want to ruin these lottery tickets or mess with the barcode on the inside in case you do win a prize. Okay, and now with the last 2 lottery tickets we left out, we are going to be making a bow. I'm using the backs that came with the chocolate packs that I'm just going to go ahead and cut down to size. For this part, you can skip this if you buy more lottery tickets, if you wanted to add that to the top. But since I only bought what I bought, I'm going to go ahead and utilize those white packs. So now here you're not going to fold it. You're just going to close it in on itself, and you're going to use the smallest piece of tape to hold the 2 ends together. And remember, you do not want to bend it in the middle. You want to leave it just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other one. And you need to be gentle with this because you do not want to ruin the lottery ticket. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue the process with the rest of my other 3 pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and tape together 2 of the white pieces. That's going to be my platform for the top of my box. In order to keep all these pieces together, I'm going to roll my tape. And this is just what I do to make it double-sided. And I'm just going to add it to the way bottom of my white piece. I'm going to do that to one side and then the other side. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and place it right at the way bottom between my other 2 lottery tickets, just to make sure they stay together. You're going to repeat the process for this whole bow to make sure none of it moves. And I'm just going to place it right on top. And if you want to double secure this, you can go ahead and put double-sided tape through the inside. Okay, now it's time to start assembling our whole tree together. So you're going to need either a cake board or a cake drum. I recommend a cake drum because it's more thicker. Now I'm going to be using hot glue to attach all these pieces together. And these soda cans are going to act as my Christmas tree trunk. That's why I'm only using 4 here. I'm adding hot glue to the inner edges of these cans because this is what's going to hold up our Takis can at the top. I'm going to make sure I hold it down for a couple of seconds to make sure this can doesn't fly anywhere. Now to attach the little present, I'm going to add the smallest amount of hot glue just to the front halves to make sure this thing doesn't fly away on me. And only use a small amount because you do not want these lottery tickets to rip. Now, so the front of my gift doesn't look that empty, I did go ahead and pick up some of these little Debbie Christmas trees that I'm just going to be hot gluing down. So if you do decide to do this project, make sure that whatever cake board or drum you're using is big enough to hold all your items. Once I've arranged them how I like, I'm going to go ahead and just add hot glue to make sure they don't fall over. Did you guys see the blow mold that Walmart put out this year of this little Debbie Christmas tree? I thought it was cute, but like kind of pricey for 30 bucks for the size that it was. And now here I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I like to do for these type of things. I'm going to just go ahead and tape down the edges to give it like a more nicer formed look. Now for the final step, I went ahead and picked up this 6-inch gold bowl, and I am going to hot glue it upwards and not flat because it looks better like this. And it will stay upright because I'm going to glue down the 2 outer edges first. And then as you guys can see here in the middle, I'm going to put down the middle ribbon and hold it right down to make sure it stays up. Now we are finally done, and this is how it came out. Imagine walking into a room with this gift. You'll be like the coolest person ever. I made this gift because it's someone's birthday and I'm going to be giving this to them. But this could also make a cute gift basket, or if you get picked for a secret Santa or something like that, you can go ahead and give this. And you can just personalize it to whatever sweets, snacks, or chips they may like. And then imagine how cool would this be if they would win so much money from that lottery gift box that you gave them. I don't know, but I just know you'd be their favorite person ever. But like always, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. And like always, don't forget to subscribe to get notified every single time I post a new video. If you like watching videos of candy baskets, I'll go ahead and leave linked here some other videos that I've done, so you can go ahead and check those out.